everyone, this is Brenda Desserts from around the world, and today's destination is Portugal. I'll be trying the recipe for pastel de nata, also known as egg tarts. So let's get started. First, we're going to start a dough. I'm going to have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 of a cup of water. I'm going to mix it with the dough hook until it's well combined. Okay, you know it's done when it comes off the side, so it's pretty much done now. Now I have my mat out. I'm just gonna put some flour and my dough. Now I'm gonna cover it and let it rest for 10 minutes. Now my dough been resting for 10 minutes. I take it out. Make sure you flour your surface. Now I'm going to warm this out by 16 by 16. This is a very sticky dough. Make sure you have enough flour. Try and make it as much square as you can. I have unsalted soft butter. You gotta make sure it's soft. We're just gonna leave some. So once you have your butter, then spread it out. Leave an inch around because you need to fold your dough. This is called laminating. It makes you have that layer in your pastries. So once you have that, you're gonna fold it halfway. If you have a lot of flour, you can use a pastry brush just to brush off the extra flour. Then get the other side and go towards the middle. Now I'm going to turn the other way and do the same thing. Grab some flour. Now I'm going to roll this again by 16 by 16. There's some bubbles, but that's okay. Some of my butter's coming out, but it should be fine. Try to keep it as square as you can. Then we're going to repeat again with the butter. Once again, fold it towards the middle. If you have extra flour, dust it off. Then we're going to turn it again. Make sure you have enough flour. This will be the last time we're going to roll it out. And if you're having bubbles, just pop them, it's okay. I'm trying to make it as perfectly square. Once you have your square, we're gonna last time butter it. This is hard to do when you only have a small work surface, so make sure you have a big space to do this. So once that's done, we're going to start rolling it up. So little by little. Put some flour. Now I'm going to cover this and leave it overnight in the refrigerator for the best results. If you want to make it today, just let it be in the refrigerator for 2 hours, then you can work with it, but I prefer to leave it overnight. And I see you guys tomorrow. So it's the next day. I'm gonna start on my sauce first. So I have here 1/3 cup of flour and 1/4 cup of milk. Just gonna whisk that together. So once it's well mixed, put it to the side, and we're gonna start our milk and syrup. So in one saucepan, I'm going to put 2 cups and 1/4 on one saucepan. Put it on medium heat. We're just gonna wait until the milk boils. And then on the other saucepan, I'm going to put 2/3 a cup of water. One cup of sugar. And a cinnamon stick. And I'm also going to put that on medium heat. So for the syrup, you want to wait until it gets to 200 Fahrenheit. Make sure you have a thermometer with you. So my milk is starting to boil. I want to take that off the heat. And slowly we're going to mix it with our flour and milk mixture. And from there, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. So my syrup had reached 200 Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna make sure you take out the cinnamon stick. And slowly we're gonna add it to our mixture. So now you want to keep whisking this for at least 10 minutes so it could cool down just until it gets warm so we can add the egg yolks. So I've been stirring this about like 15 minutes. If it's warm by the touch, then it's ready to add the egg yolks. So right here I have 6 egg yolks. Just as you're whisking, just put them in. So you want to whisk this until it's well combined. And once it's well combined, you're gonna sift this because you don't want little chunks in your egg tarts. So once you do that, just set this aside and we're gonna work on our dough. Now I took out the dough from the refrigerator that had been sitting overnight. Now I'm just gonna cut this into 12s. You cut off the edges to make them straight. So now we're gonna cut these in 12s. So if you could see, the layers of butter. Now you're gonna, I lightly spray my muffin pan. So all you're gonna do is put them in. Now I'm gonna wait 10 minutes until they get a little bit warm so I can shape them. So I got some water here. And what you're gonna do is put some on your thumbs and then push down right in the middle. Then you kind of like open it up. Kind of go through the sides. Make sure it goes all the way up. And try not to make it too thin because you want the filling to leak out. So just like that, and you want to do to all of them. So now once you have all of them shaped, now we're going to add the filling right inside. So once your filling's all inside your egg tarts, now I have my oven already preheated to 500 Fahrenheit. You want to go as high as your oven goes and bakes the less time. So I have my oven at 500, that's as high as it could go. And I'm trying to bake it up to like 5 to 8 minutes. My egg tarts are ready. A bit more than 5 to 8 minutes. It took like 15 minutes. So what you're looking for is these little burn marks. Came out very beautiful. So we're gonna let these cool and we're gonna have a bite. So our egg tarts have cooled down it's time for the taste test. You can see even the bottom has a spiral. Look at all those layers. Can't wait to taste this. Cut in half. This egg tart came out so delicious. I love the cluster in the middle. Even the dough is nice and flaky, crispy. Came out so delicious. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. Let me know how it went for you guys on the comment below. And like always, I see you guys on my next destination. Don't forget to like and subscribe.